February 2026. CMC, I have no really idea if that means crazy inconvenient. So, but anyway, this net meets daily at 2 p.m. local time, Monday through Friday on the W0ILO repeater system. To chat about interesting stuff, see how everyone's doing, try to solve all the problems of the world. As Jay would say, there's no real high and mighty purpose for this net, just to check in and see how everyone's doing. This is an open net. Membership in the Red River Amateurs or any other organization is not required. Feel free if you're just passing through, new to the area, what have you. The only requirement is that you have an amateur radio license. My name is Gary, KC0ARB. I'll be your local net control for today. I'm located here in West Fargo, North Dakota. This is a directed and open net, so please address all comments to net control. With that, are there any stations with emergency or priority traffic? I'm hearing none, which is a good thing. Are there any announcements regarding ham radio or our local club? Alrighty, why don't we go on? Are there any stations on short time? Please come now. You're about as regular as clockwork. I hope you have a great day. It looks beautiful out, and I hope everything goes well for you today. Thank you again. Portable or mobile? Anyone short time, portable or mobile? Please come now.
KF0USJ. Mobile set.
Okay, we had Seth, KF0USJ. How are you doing today, Seth?
We're doing pretty good. I had the day off from work. I took the day off myself. Yeah, met with a realtor today, actually. Looked at one house and we're going to put an offer in. So, exciting for us. Yeah, that's really all I have for everybody. Not much going on in our world otherwise. So I'll give it back to you, Gary. KF0USJ.
Well, thank you for checking in, Seth. Yeah, that's an exciting time to buy a house. I've bought a few in my life, and every time I bought a new one, it was even more exciting than the last. And taking the day off work to be with family, yeah, we work most of our lives, and it took me forever to learn that family is usually more important than work, and family time is important. But thank you for checking in, Seth. I hope you have a great day. And like I said, thank you again. Why don't we move on to general check-ins? We'll take any general check-ins, suffixes A alpha through Z Zulu. Please come out. KC0DCF done.
W0CZ, Ken.
Whiskey Sierra, 0 Yankee, the name is Jay. W0HNV.
KJ0AR, Vic in West Fargo.
Okay, I picked up a few more. We had DCF Don. We had W0CZ Ken. We had WS0YJ. We had J6AR. Is that correct?
Central Engine 2600, 3718, 32nd Street South in Moorhead for a client whose leg got stuck in a wheelchair and they fell out of the wheelchair. 3718, 32nd.
KJ0AR Mick, about 3 blocks south of you in West Fargo.
Okay, KJ0AR. Got you now. And you're just south of me. That's kind of cool. Greg lives just south of me too. Maybe you're the one that lives by Greg. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I'll go back for comments and I'll catch you in order. Who did we have first? KC0DCF Don. How are you doing today, Don?
I thought I was the second one to check in, but that's okay. Enjoying the day. While I'm on the radio here, my wife is going over to get some blood work done. We have an appointment coming up to just make sure that everything is all right for her. And I don't go in until 5 months from now. I have blood work and stuff. Anyway, we've enjoyed the morning because we've been watching that was just a little while ago, but we were watching a fair amount of the competition at the world races, and I get bored watching people slide down the same hill, doing the same trick over and over and over again. But, skating, the couples, and their programs, I think they have 2 minutes each time they go out on the ice. It's amazing. I could never do anything like that. So with that happy thought, this is KC0DCF. Back to net.
This is KC0ARB with the afternoon net. Yeah, I used to watch the Olympics all the time. I really liked gymnastics and bobsledding and what have you. Even skiing, because I skied a lot when I was a kid. But man, to throw somebody up in the air and have her go 3 to 3.5 times, man, there's no way I could have done that even when I was young. But thank you for checking in, Don. I thought we were going to go blank there for a minute, but thank you for checking in. I appreciate it. W0CZ Ken, how are you today? Did you get your steps in?
Yeah, I got my steps in. What was it, 12,600 or thereabouts? And anyway, I got 5.5 miles in. It tells me both. And I was rather amazed today. turned on my compass in my phone, and it told me I was at sea level. And I didn't check it just now, but all day it's been telling me that. So you guys didn't know we lost 1,000 feet last night. And got computer club meeting on the air tonight, so that'll be kind of nice. And I got to take a little hike over to Northport this afternoon. So that's about all that's going on here, but it is a beautiful day. I was telling all the patients I was guiding that they picked a good day to come today. I had one from Grand Forks, and she sounded like she was coming back tomorrow and expecting bad weather and going to stay in a motel for 2 days while her husband had some work done.
Once this is done, you'll see that radio reference begins to pull data down from your system.
Well, I'm glad you checked in today, Ken. I'm glad you got your steps in, and if you're at sea level, you must be on some beach somewhere. But anyway, I'm glad you. It's weird how electronics go and give you different readings. My ham clock had said -6 degrees for about 3 weeks and had been in the 30s, and I noticed today that it's back up to reading right, saying it's 42 degrees. So I don't know, maybe it'll straighten itself out. Maybe you'll be 1,000 feet above sea level tomorrow. Anyway, thank you for checking in, Ken. It's always great to hear from you. Hope you have a great day. Next on our list is W0Y. Jay, how are you doing today, Jay?
Doing great, Gary, and thanks for taking the net. This is Jay with the Sierra Zero Yankee, and something interesting happened the last week. Ham radio operators in the United States got some new frequencies. Not much, but a little extra RF real estate on the 60-meter band. And so before net last night, Gary, I went to one of those new frequencies, 5353 kilohertz on the 60-meter band, and I had a contact with someone named Tim in Ontario. And nothing special about contact going from North Dakota to Ontario on 60 meters, but it was my first contact on a frequency that it would have been illegal a week ago. So I guess that's my big achievement. Not much of one, but, at our age, Gary, you take whatever victories you can get. Other than that, just having a great day. I'm looking at my garden, and the snow is melting, and the soil of my garden is starting to peek out. WS0Y.
Yeah, I saw that in an email that we had a little bit more room on 60. I have never worked 60 meters, and I kind of like to, but I just don't have an antenna for it. One of these days, maybe I will. But yeah, I agree. In Ontario, that's kind of cool. Last week I just got 2 virtual or whatever digital QSL cards from Canada of stations that I'd worked last summer, and it was just kind of crazy that those QSL cards came so late. So I got a couple of mine sent back out to them. Real QSL cards in stamped envelopes, and got them sent out so that at least they have proof of contact from my way as well. But absolutely glad you worked those 60-meter bands. You're probably one of the first to do so. Thank you very much for checking in, Ken. Hope you have a great day. W0HNV Kirk, how are you today?
Well, good afternoon to Gary and everyone on the net. Well, I'm doing just fine. It's a beautiful day out there. Got lots of stuff done in and around the shack. Made a couple of trips with the XYL out and about. So nice roads. Everything's good. Special shout out to Mick there, K0JAR, and I hope to see you at the club meeting on Tuesday, tomorrow night, and maybe you could talk your cousin John to join as well. So, and the weather permitting, it could be a little nasty tomorrow. I don't think it'll be bad before the meeting. I hope not. And my son comes to pick me up since I don't drive anymore, and he's a pretty serious driver. So I'm thinking I'll make it, and so will he. That's about all I got there, Gary. Back to net.
Well, thank you for checking in, Kirk. And my daughter drives. I used to be a safe driver, but a fast driver. My daughter, I don't know, maybe it's from being in the car with me when she was young, but she is even faster than me and scares me from time to time. But I hope you have a great day, Kirk, and I didn't notice that the club meeting was already tomorrow, but I guess it is. Looking at my calendar, yes, it is. It's the third Tuesday already tomorrow. But yeah, it'd be nice to see Mick there as well, and I hope you have a great day, Kirk. Last on my list was KJ0AR Mick. I looked up your address. Yes, you are like 2 blocks directly south of me, so not very far at all. Could probably hit a rock with your house if I threw it hard enough. How are you today, Mick?
So it's you that were throwing the rocks. Hey, KJ0AR, net control, give me a signal check. Is it a little better than before?
You sound absolutely perfect, perfectly readable, and absolutely clear.
Okay, I was on a 5-watt portable with a Chinese rubber ducky inside a house with stainless steel siding. So sometimes nothing works inside stainless steel siding or steel siding house. So anyway, so I moved outside. And I'm sitting here in the patio in my bison short-sleeve T-shirt, just enjoying. Everybody says it's a beautiful day outside. Well, I am outside, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And I've got about half of my backyard is cleared of snow, and so I'm starting to see a few brown presents that I'll need to be picking up here before we get too far. Hopefully, the snow that we'll get on Wednesday will cover that up, so that'll delay my first backyard project of the spring. So yes, I have been very absent from the November, December, and January meetings. Had a lot of family issues. My wife was in the hospital for about a month, all of January, and just dropped her off at rehab, and things are getting better, but I've been very preoccupied here for about the last 3 or 4 months. But I'll be there tomorrow night. Looking forward to seeing everybody, especially you, Kirk, and Gary, and we'll send it back to net control, KJ0AR. That's about all I've got going on in my world. A beautiful day on the patio.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the day. Welcome back to the hobby. I completely understand about family stuff. Man, it seems like I've had family stuff going on. I had a good friend pass away, and then I had a family member who passed away probably 2 weeks ago now. And then last night I had another good friend pass away. So our family has been just absolutely crazy with family matters. I had medical problems even, and had a lot of testing and got that straightened out for right now. So absolutely a beautiful day. I was out most of the day yesterday, and most everybody I saw was in shorts and T-shirts without jackets yesterday, and I'm thinking, well, it's barely 40, but I think everybody up here has spring fever and really wants to get to it. And if you're hoping for snow, I hope you get it, so that maybe you'll put off your backyard projects that you have, if that's what you're looking for. I got this feeling, though, that it's going to melt pretty quick after it snows, if it's going to stay in the upper 30s. Anyway, thank you very much for checking in, Mick. I put you on my list, and I'm glad that you checked in very much. With that, is there any other check-ins, late check-ins, rechecks? Please come now. Okay, hearing none. As for me, I had a good day yesterday. I don't know why people pass away at night, but yesterday I had a great day. Went to my daughter's for lunch, and my grandson, he keeps getting better week after week at hockey. He scored a couple goals last night, or yesterday afternoon, which was really cool to see, because before he used to skate around the exterior of the rink and not paying much attention, but he's getting in there and battling for that puck now and becoming a whole lot better skater. But had a great day doing that, and that was about it. Stopped by, did a little bit of grocery shopping on the way home, stopped by Lowe's again, or not Lowe's, Home Depot. Man, I'll tell you what, antenna projects are funding Home Depot. But that's what I did yesterday, and so far today, I pulled out a scanner that was given to me. It was from the 80s. It's a Regency Turbo Scan 800. Didn't have a cord, so I made up a cord for it to power it up. And I've been trying to figure out how to program this thing for about 3 hours. There are no manuals on the internet, but trying, and I'm about ready to give up because I can't figure it out. Wish there was a manual, but maybe that'll be another day project. Anyway, that's what's up with me. One last time for any late check-ins or rechecks, please come now. All right, hearing none, this concludes this session of the Fargo Moorhead Emergency Net. Including myself, we had 8 check-ins. We had, I guess, one announcement about the meeting tomorrow. We have the meeting tomorrow at 7 p.m. at the West Fargo Firehouse on 10th Avenue South. And that was probably the only announcement. Thank you, everyone, for checking in. Your net control today has been Gary, KC0ARB, and I now return this frequency to regular amateur use.
W0CZ, W0CZ, this is Whiskey Sierra, 0 Yankee. Are you still out there, Ken?
Yeah, I am, Jay. W0ILO 2PM.
Well, one reason I wanted to try out this new frequency is that in some rigs, of course the bands are read into memory of the computer of the rig, and people with newer rigs are having trouble with some of these new frequencies, even though they're not much different than the old ones. I've been reading that people with fairly new rigs, the channels on 60 meters are so precisely defined in the computer that they can't go beyond that. And so I just wanted to report that the K3S has no such restriction, and I dialed it up to 53 kilohertz, and it transmitted just fine. Over.
Well, that sounds real good, and Yeah, I had pretty good luck with that rig too. And for people that are on some emergency frequencies, you can go through Elecraft and get access to other frequencies too. I think about the only thing they really say you can't do is go on to the CB frequencies. Go ahead.
But it might be an interesting experiment, Ken, for your K4. Just hook it up to a dummy load or crank it down to a waterless and go to 53 kilohertz and see if it allows you to transmit. It might be interesting to see it might be an interesting experiment to see how precisely the bands are read into the memory of the computer or the computer of the rig. Over.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm cranking it down there right now. And let's see, 53 you said. And there it is. And we'll turn this over to the dummy load. Well, it's lighting those lights up. Let's make it 2. It sure seems to be working there. Go ahead.
Well, I know that there are some brands, some of the brand new ones. I heard of a couple of Yaesu models that's actually going to take a firmware upgrade for them to access these new frequencies. It's not a big deal, but it's just something that came up, and I was just curious about your K4. But if you're able to transmit on it, it certainly is allowing you to use that frequency. Anyway, Ken, nice to hear from you again. 73 W0Y.
Okay, very fine. Well, I know one thing. I've been mighty pleased by these Elecraft rigs, and I am real pleased with the home I found for my old one, because I would have hated to see it end up in the dumpster someday. So, let's see here. W0Y. I knew I had it written down. I should have had it memorized, which I did. But you know me, things escape. This is W0CZ.
Have a good day, Ken. W0Y is clear.
W0Y KC0ARB.
Yeah, go ahead, Gary.
Yeah, I was listening in and pulled that email up with the new channels in there. I was just checking for my ICOM 7300 because it's got band edge settings for it, so that you can to keep you from going out of your band. And I was just checking mine. The 5332 and 335340, all that stuff, it's all set in, but I'm going to have to adjust this thing for the band edge for the 5405 kilohertz because or megahertz, because the transmit locks out for that one, so I'm going to have to set my band edge. But I'm glad you brought it up so that I can do that.
I think I think it just depends on how strict the programming is, But I didn't push it any farther than that. But yeah, I think that's one thing to watch out for. One side effect, maybe not a welcome one. The area that's been opened up, that includes where most people do FT8 on 60 meters. But now, with that new rule, they're only allowed 9.1 watts and relative to a dipole. So maybe some of those guys are going to have to find a new channel if they want to crank up the power. Anyway, Gary, it'll be interesting to see how all this shakes out. WS0Y.
Yeah, it absolutely will. But thank you for bringing that up. So that's another thing that I can do this afternoon is reprogram this band edge so it's higher, so that 54 megahertz will fit in there. Anyway, hope you have a great day, Jay, and thanks for bringing it up. This is WS0YKC0ARB 73. I hope you have a great day. 73.
Yep, WS0Y is clear too.
WS0Y KJ0AR.
Hey, Mick, how much snow are we going to get coming up?
I knew you'd ask. In Fargo, probably not, well, a couple inches is possible. I think Highway 200 up to Highway 2, 4, 5, north of Highway 2, 6 to 10. So it's going to take more of a northerly path. The big question is the water-snow ratio. This is going to be pretty wet snow because of the warmer temperatures, but it's going to squeeze out. The cold air coming down is going to squeeze out most of the precipitable water vapor in the air. So up north of Devil's Lake to Cavalier, Pembina, over to Hallock, and even all the way to Lake of the Woods, there could be as much as 10. And but how much? That's the big question. Everybody says, how much snow are we going to get? And the big deal that'll affect everyone is the wind. We'll have 40-mile-an-hour winds. It's not going to be a blizzard, but it'll be close, probably north of Hillsborough.
Okay, and thanks for that. I knew I was glad when you checked in because you would have your pulse on all of that.
Yeah, I make a living lying on professional radio. Amateur radio, I got to tell the truth. So anyway, I'm a Yaesu driver. Yaesu, Joy of Man's Desiring. It goes from 40 to 80 meters, and I don't think I have 160 on there, but it's pretty strict. Let's hope for a firmware upgrade to see what we can do. The other problem would be guys' antennas. If they're not tuned for 60 meters, they'd have poor efficiency.
Well, I have a 110-foot doublet, which is a non-resonant dipole with open ladder line and then a balanced tuner. So I actually tune it up 160 through 6 meters. Of course, on 160, it's only marginally better than a wet rope, but it will load on all of those bands, and I have pretty good luck on 60 meters. 8, 9 o'clock at night, you can usually make contact anywhere in the lower 48. It's actually quite a nice band for that kind of distance at that time of day. Over.
Yeah, and getting up to Ontario, with how many watts there, WS0Y?
Well, it's 100 watts on 4 of the 5 band segments, but on this middle one, they've made it kind of a QRP one. The middle band on 60 meters now is 9.1 watts. Who knows how they figured that out, relative to a dipole. And so since I have a doublet, I'm assuming it's similar to a dipole. And so I just set the rig on 9 watts yesterday. But the guy that I contacted from Canada, I don't think they have that power restriction. He was coming in a lot better than he was receiving me.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. You were DXing, he was not, huh?
Anyway, I'm just glad that the rig worked, But yeah, if you have a dummy load or something like that, just crank it'd be a pretty easy test to see if it all depends on just how precise those band edge restrictions are on your particular rig. Yours is a FTDX10, so that's a pretty new rig. So you might need a firmware upgrade. Over.
W0I KJ0AR. Yes, that is correct. That frequency did not exist when most of these SDR radios were manufactured. So they, it's a computer. I always have said technology is like air, water, and love. It's great until you're not getting any.
But yeah, well, I'm pretty sure if you search the internet and the various discussion groups, that your rig is a common enough rig that this question has probably come up someplace. Over.
Yep, we'll do that. We'll do. Hey, I got to hustle, so thank you. Great to check in with you, and good to just visit with you. We'll see you tomorrow night at the meeting. And until then, I'll back out. W0Y, this is KJ0AR, clear.
Good to hear your resonant voice, and Mick, your voice comes off as nicely on ham radio as it does on the AM band. WS0Y is clear.
Thank you. Have a great day. KJ0AR.
W0ILO. Good afternoon. The time is 2:38 p.m.